Welcome everybody to Sharp Bets Fantasy Sets Week 4, baby, and what a week we had. A lot of weird games, 2 block field goals at the same time, basically. Unfortunately, Tim was on the losing end of one of them again. So I'm gonna start with Tim just because it's just same old Jets, and I don't get it, Tim. I remember Nas the one day was like, "What do the Cowboys have to do?" And I was like, some teams are just cursed, man. And you were like, the Jets are just cursed as well. So go on, man. Did you think after you blocked the field goal you were going to win, or you knew it was going to happen?
Man, I was hoping so. I feel like it's the same thing that happened last year. It's just like roles reverse, right? Our defense was great last year. We couldn't score any points with Aaron Rodgers. This year, our offense is actually putting up points. Now our defense can't stop anybody. Aaron Glenn, where's your defense at, man?
I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about him? 3 games in. I know it's early, but
I know it's not his exact personnel that he inherited, but they looked pretty good last year. I don't know. Maybe they're not up to the schemes yet. I don't know. Something's got to change.
2 questions. Would they be better right now if Robert Saleh was the head coach?
Yes,
Would they be better right now if Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback?
maybe. I don't know.
Hard to say with the 2-1 Steelers. Um,
Oh, Steelers are frauds anyway. But I'll get to my picks.
All right, I gotta go to Nas now because I did watch that game. I have a vested interest in the Steelers, so I could shove just fucking crow in everyone's face at the end of the year when they do win that division. How many times are you gonna fumble at the 1 yard line, Nas?
Yeah, that game shouldn't have been close. We fumbled 3 times. We fumbled 4 times, 3 times in a red zone, and then Drake made through a red zone interception, which is like that game shouldn't even have been close.
That was one of the games where like you lose sleep over as a fan, and you just think about because it's like could be 2-1 right now with a game versus the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
Well, tough shit. You're on a show and you have to. So, I'll get to Mike now. I thought Mike McDaniel was going to get fired. They played a tough game, man, versus you guys. How do you feel about that Thursday night win?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen's record against the Dolphins is something that's historical. I mean, I think he's 14-2 against them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's to his father, and it's anytime we face him, I'm confident we're going to win. I'm never not confident we're going to win.
But you at no point feared that game, even as close as it was. Yeah.
I was in Italy. First of all, I didn't watch it.
Right.
I was like, thank God I have the Jets and the Dolphins while I'm in Italy. I don't have to stress about, is the game going to be a blowout or is the game going to be I'm sorry, the game's going to be close or not. So, yeah, I mean, I had no worries about that game.
All right, sir. 3-0. I mean, hasn't looked that great, but 3-0 is 3-0, and it's not easy to do that in the NFL.
Hey, man, just 3-0 with the backup quarterback in 2. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have a kicker that can make it that can make a kick for a change. So
yeah, at this point with the Cowboys, I think we should just kick a field goal anytime we get the fucking ball.
You guys have the best kicker in the league.
Yeah, best kicker of all time, maybe, because he might.
Come on, that's a little too.
That's not that crazy. If he has a couple more years like this, it's not that crazy to think.
Oh yeah, but it's crazy to say now.
I'll say most impressive kicker we've seen. Maybe not best. Effortlessly just kicking 64-yarders, but maybe let's not hand the ball off to our wide receiver in the backfield and he snaps his leg. Like, how about you have Javonte Williams? Sorry, I'm going to McCowell right here. You actually have a running back. Javonte Williams has actually looked really fucking good aside from the stupid fumble. Hold on to the ball. Like, come on, this isn't a schoolyard. Like, and that changes the whole game around. It's just the same old shit with the Cowboys, and George Pickens drops a pass, intercepted. It's nonsense. Matt Eberflus should have been left on that field, like, to fend for himself at the end of the game and fired. This is like Mike Nolan back in 2020. It's just, but I will get to my picks because I do feel pretty confident about this Sunday night versus Green Bay. So that's our round table. We got 1-2, 0-3, 1-2, 3-0, and 3-0. Looks like Nas and I will be fighting for a possible playoff berth. Tim's out. He was out. And you guys will be fighting for a division. All right, let's get to the main thing here. We'll start local. We'll start with Jackson Dart here. I know Mike wanted to touch on that. So Mike, I'll let you go with it. Dable's last playing card here. Do you think it's the right move?
Not probably going to agree with me, but I think it's the right move. I think you're not going to learn much behind Russell Wilson. He's going to teach you better things off the field than on the field. The guy is terrible. And then I get to Dart. I think that a lot of people just baby quarterbacks. I'm just one that doesn't believe in a quarterback sitting a whole year. I like to throw the guy into the fire. The only way he's going to learn the game is to play the game and get hit and just learn the ins and outs of the game. Literally, it's been something recent that's been happening, right? Like a quarterback that hasn't been the way like in the years past. I mean, you could only name, I think, like maybe a handful of players that you can name that's actually succeeded doing that. I mean, this is the NFL. This is the big boy league. If you want to hold a clipboard and learn, then you shouldn't have been drafted that high. You know, I think that they are doing the right decision, and it sucks because their schedule's so hard. It's going to look bad on him, but I think the problem is Dable. I don't think it's the quarterback. Well, Russell Wilson sucks, but Dalen Jones, we see what he's doing. I understand the offensive line situation, but I think that it's definitely the coach is the issue here. I mean, I think Dart is going to be a really good player in the league, and so is that running back too.
I think it started. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. When we were kids, quarterbacks used to sit. Remember, like it used to be like I would say
not top picks in the first round.
They did, yeah. No, when we were kids, man, like Aikman sat, like Aaron Rodgers sat. I could go through the list, like, even the '90s, man. Like these guys weren't shoved in. I want to say it changed with Cam Newton around that era. Andrew Luck, RG3, they just were throwing people. Am I wrong, Tim? Like it was around that.
No,
era.
it's
Mark
yeah,
Sanchez too, around like '09, around that era. Like they really just started. But I'm with you, Mike. You might not have thought so. I think like nowadays they run so many like NFL formations in college. Maybe not Jackson Dart because I don't think he did. But like if you can't figure it out in the first year, it is telling. Not that you have to be Tom Brady in the first year, but like you just want to see glimpses. And why not just do it now? Because he might get the shit pounded out of him for 5 weeks. But in that week 6, he might just show signs of like, all right, we got something. Why wait another year to figure it out? Because now you might just be like, okay, this guy sucks and we wasted 3 more years.
There's talent and there's confidence. So you might have bad games because this is your rookie year, but you still have the confidence you're going to be better, right? If you're going to be Zach Wilson, then you're fucked.
Yeah, then some Mormon from BYU just not hacking it in New York. It's just not fucking happening. Nas, go on. I know you said you don't think Jackson Dart's the answer.
Yeah, I think Brian Dable will be fired by probably week 11.
Wow.
Week 11, week 12.
I agree.
Who gets fired first, Tua or Dable?
Oh, no.
Sorry, McDaniels.
No, I don't say McDaniels. I say only because they have Tua. It's like you understand what I'm saying? Like you have a set in stone quarterback there. What happens if Jackson Dart goes out there and shit?
Was set in stone?
Well,
he's setting the ground halfway down.
I'm saying not like set in stone. Like
are you saying he could win some games by accident? Just being
exactly. Okay. Like
gotcha.
They're not quarterback help. Like next week we'll see that Tua was benched.
I got you. I understand.
That's what I mean by set in stone.
Yeah.
What happens if Jackson Dart goes out there and shits the bed?
And they get Archie Manning.
This isn't the preseason anymore. You're not going against a third round, fifth round pick. This is like Fred Warner is out there now. Like these are different guys. We're not gonna. I don't just think that's the answer.
Yeah, and he's got to face Cooper DeJean twice a year. And the spot.
No, but I don't think that's the answer. I think Dayball will be fired. I'll give him week 12. Week 3? Right. I'll give him week 12.
Tim, you've been quiet in your pink shirt.
Hey, thanks. Jackson Dart should have started week 1 because we all knew who Russ was. The only thing that made him look somewhat decent was whatever the Cowboys defense is.
Right.
His other 2 games, he's looked exactly as you thought he was going to be. And to be honest, then I'm going to just tangent real quick because if the Jets beat the Dolphins on Monday night, that's when McDaniels is getting fired. There's no chance.
I agree with that.
There's no chance on back-to-back. I think I said it last week. Back-to-back primetime games. If they lose to the Jets, I think he's gone.
I'll pass it to Sir, but here's why I think like Nas is right. I just don't think there's a lot of pressure in Miami. as like the community as opposed to the New York media. I think like the fans don't give a shit if McDaniel stays all year. If Dable goes 0-10, these fans are gonna stop showing up. Nobody cares in Miami if the fans don't show up. Merrick cares if the fans stop showing up. You know what I mean? Sorry, go.
No, well, to go back to answer your other question about who gets fired first between McDaniels and Dable, who had more higher hopes this year going to season, the Dolphins or the Giants?
I would say it was.
Giants.
I'm spitballing. I say it was equal.
I think it's the Dolphins. I mean, most realists knew the Giants would be awful this year. I think people would say, "Oh, the Dolphins might be some," because if Tua can play the whole season and not, get hit, that what I'm saying, that they got a chance. So I think McDaniels gets fired first before I think Daboll makes it through the season, but depending on what Dart does. But to answer your other question though, like I'm not surprised, bro. Like I'm not surprised because you got to see what you have in the kid. Like if he's good, then okay, we got a quarterback of the future ready to ride. If he's hot garbage, then then you're back in the draft class. You got to go draft another quarterback.
Jameis Winston the backup at least.
That's what I would think.
Right?
They should have just started him and not even signed Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Could also trade. They could also trade Russell Wilson to the Bengals or some team who needs a QB.
Man, but I've been trying to tell y'all, man. Like Russell Wilson is highly overrated, bro.
He's always been.
Like
that's because he had that Seahawks defense. Yeah. That's what really got him.
He had the Legion of Boom and he had Marshawn Lynch back. You know what I'm saying?
What was he actually trying to throw to a receiver with those last 4 throws? What was he doing?
I was open. I think he was trying to get to me.
I know we've argued about this, Tim, 4 years ago. I think we got in an argument. I stand by Russell Wilson is so lucky they won that Super Bowl because he would have been known as the guy who threw the worst pass of all time in a Super Bowl in a big spot. And that nobody really talks about that because he won a Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? Like if that would have been brutal. And then you were like, that's the greatest play of all time. And I was like, James Harrison. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I mentioned it before. Like
we were a lot lighter. We weren't as heavy at the time. Remember?
I mentioned to y'all before. Like winning a Super Bowl changes how people look at quarterbacks differently. Once you get that ring, they look at you differently.
Scott, let me ask you a question now. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer?
No.
Anybody think he is?
I wouldn't put him in. Someone said if you put it would Stephen A. Smith say put Eli in, you got to put Russell Wilson in. And I said, or you could leave them both out. Like we could do that. I will get to the Hall of Fame list next week. I saw they came out, and when it gets cut down, there were some people not in it. I couldn't fucking believe weren't in it.
AJ Hawk better get in.
Who?
AJ Hawk.
Yeah, no. Not a Hall of Famer, not in my book.
Is Luke Kuechly a Hall of Famer?
He's on the ballot.
Yeah, that's tough. He just didn't play long, but you don't have to in football. I think
he's 100% Hall of Famer, Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, he probably is. I would put him in. Yeah, he was also a good-looking guy with nice hair. You gotta give him that. Yeah. All right, let's get to this Ravens-Chiefs game now. Who would have ever thought one of these teams will leave 1-3? And I'm going to start with Mike here. Who do you want to see 1-3 and just out of this right now?
The Chiefs.
I want to see the Ravens 1-3 out of it because I'm not afraid of the Chiefs this year. They look like shit. I don't care if they get Rashid Rice back and Worthy. If we play the Chiefs today, if the AFC Championship was today, the score would be 42-15. We would absolutely destroy them. The Ravens are another. They'll give us a more competition. I want their confidence to keep on lowering and lower, and I want the Ravens to lose this game. I hope they do.
I will loop back around to your whole Lamar Jackson rant today, but Nas, go on. Who do you think is going to win this game, and who's in more trouble if they go 1-3?
I wouldn't say anybody's in trouble. I don't feel trouble. I don't feel pressure, but obviously the Ravens are going to. I think the Ravens are going to win this game.
Okay, Tim, would you be concerned at all?
If either team, no, probably not. I think there's enough football left to make.
And you got to
fix
remember
any issues.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well,
okay.
The Ravens are only a couple
of plays. Who are you
plays.
more worried about now? The Chiefs, I would think. You're more
100%. 100%. I don't think there's anything quote unquote wrong with the Ravens.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean they did lose a weird game week 1. Sir, what do you got? Who would you be worried of?
Honestly, I would say the Chiefs probably be more in trouble going 1-3 strictly because The Chargers ain't going nowhere. They're 3-0, probably gonna be 4-0 after this week.
Yeah, they're the Cowboys of the AFC, just losers.
I'm talking about getting to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying, we're not talking about doing damage in the playoffs. So.
I just want to make sure you ask me what team I want to be 1-3, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I think the Chargers ain't going nowhere. The Broncos, they're up and down a little bit. They're a little bit up, but and then who knows with the Raiders? Whereas if Baltimore starts with 0-3, all right, yeah, you got the Bengals, but without Joe Burrow for 3 months, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you got him, Pittsburgh with old man Aaron Rodgers, and then you got the Browns. So going 1-3 for the Ravens, they can still win some games and still steal that division. Whereas if KC goes 1-3, they have a steeper hill to climb. I feel like.
Mike, when you mentioned earlier about Lamar Jackson taking sack things, can you get into that, please?
Well, let me just first go back to your thing. So the Ravens' next games after the Chiefs are the Houston Texans, the Rams, and the Bears. They could easily lose 2 out of the 3 games. So I mean, if they go 1-3 here,
who would they lose? Hold on, I thought you were gonna say they could easily win all 3. That's what I thought you were gonna say. Who would you think they'll lose?
They could lose to the Rams, and Caleb Williams looked pretty decent.
Mike, come on, man.
He threw 4 touchdowns.
It's the Cowboys. I get 4 touchdowns.
Look at how bad the Cowboys defense is.
Like, come on,
fine. They can fine. They can easily lose to the Rams.
1 second. Have y'all seen the Ravens defense lately? They might be worse than the Cowboys defense, bro.
Hell,
That's true.
But they are hurt.
Yeah. We're
the Ravens defense.
Well, Deron Bland's out.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that Ravens defense is not the 2000 Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and them boys. This is not that squad.
Mike, you had a little thing about Lamar and why. Just get into it because you were texting about it. Why he just can't win and why Josh Allen's better again. I like to do this once every 4 weeks. So go on. What's this sack total? 7 sacks?
So yeah, he took 7 sacks last game. The previous game he took 2, and the first game he took 3 versus the Bills. So it's like he's at 7 plus 3. So that's 12 sacks in 3 games. I mean, if Josh Allen was 1-2 this week, he would get his ass eaten out by every fucking media person in the world. So
and you probably.
So for Lamar Jackson to be 1-2, that's all I'm doing. I'm just giving the heat that Josh Allen would have got if he was 1-2.
Do you think
have to put some blame on? You have to put some blame on him on that Bills game. He said he had a cramp in his fucking leg and he didn't play on that 4th and 3 play. Josh Allen, he could play with 1 leg and he would fucking take that down. He would tell the coach, "I'm going in that game and closing this game out." Lamar Jackson decided to sit out, and then last game, I mean, he had a couple decent throws on his first read, but. Man, there was a couple throws he missed on Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews that were easy throws that were just really bad. One of the guys' lines pick just dropped the interception. But on his sacks, what I'm talking about is he's dancing in the backfield and there's guys open. I'm looking at these guys open. He's just not seeing them. He's got blinders on when he doesn't see his first read, and he's just like back there trying to escape. He's almost like a better Justin Fields. That's what he is to me.
I mean, he's way better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's a better Justin Fields. I don't know about way better, but he's a better Justin Fields.
I need that Justin Fields on my football team.
That's you got to defend your guy a little.
I don't have the energy to he didn't say anything. What did he take when Joe Burrow got hit in his mouth all last year? Nobody said anything. I don't have. Yeah, okay, you won.
When Joe Burrow got hit in his mouth, what do you mean?
How many times did Joe Burrow get sacked last year?
A lot. But Joe Burrow doesn't have – Lamar Jackson's not known for his arm. Lamar Jackson's known for his legs.
He threw for 4,100 yards and 44 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, but how many of those throws were –
It doesn't matter how many throws he overthrew, underthrew. In the stat book, it's 4,144 with 6 interceptions. What did Josh Allen do last year?
On the MVP.
Josh Allen beat Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. That's what he did.
You and I both know who really should have won the MVP, but that's neither here nor there.
The playoff game, Josh Allen won. That's what most important.
Let's continue with the show.
You want to talk about awards? You want to talk about awards?
Mike, would you just say, I'll end it with this. Now, we use this term a lot. Would you say Lamar Jackson's a fraud?
I would say he's not a top 5 quarterback. Yeah.
Would you say maybe, let's not forget, he's in his 8th year. Like, he might not be as quick. Like, that's why he could be getting caught a little. I mean, age catches up to you, but still looks good to me. But, Mike,
look, he's got a Hall of Fame tight end and a Hall of Fame running back. He shouldn't be 1-2.
He didn't fumble the ball. I mean,
he
does. Do you hear it? Like, this is why I don't have the energy, because do you hear it? Let's continue. Let's get
so the Bills game. He played a good game.
He put up 40 points.
Derrick Henry had like 3 touchdowns that game.
I know, but I don't know. I have a hard time blaming a quarterback for 40 points, man. I'm with you though. I'm with you on most of your Lamar stuff. I just think you don't give him enough credit.
Do you really think Mark Andrews is a Hall of Fame tight end?
Yeah. I think by the end of his career he'll be a Hall of Fame. I mean, he's on path to be with the stats. Yes, he is.
I don't know. I don't think so, but
he might not make it out of this season
has
as
Lamar Jackson ever made a throw to you like, oh my God, that is one of the greatest throws I've ever seen?
Yes, but here's where I'll counter that. He has, but it almost goes to your point that when he makes those throws, you're in such awe because you don't believe he should. Right? So it's like he doesn't make those throws enough so when it happens, you're like, oh. To whereas like a guy like Mahomes and Josh Allen just do it on the regular. So it's like Judge. Judge makes good numbers look pedestrian. So you're not impressed anymore. Does that make sense, Mike?
Yeah, that makes a little sense, yeah.
A little sense. Nas, can you reiterate you're not a Raven fan?
I don't have the energy today. Not today.
We're definitely getting Nas a fucking Lamar Jackson jersey. That's his Christmas present.
What would it take? Nas, be honest, like because you don't even hate Lamar. You're Josh Allen, like you don't.
I don't.
Yeah. What would it take for you to be like, you know what?
Lamar over Josh. So
it just bothers me. It's like to you what you said, Scott. He just doesn't give Lamar enough credit.
What do you want me to say?
He just called him a better Justin Fields. Like, are you serious?
A little rough, man.
He could
have said a worse Justin Fields, I don't think.
Justin Fields runs the ball. That's what he's known for. Lamar Jackson runs the ball. That's what he's known for. So Lamar Jackson has a better arm than Justin Fields. That's a better Justin Fields.
I don't think
how did he throw for 4,100 yards and 44 touchdowns? How did he do that?
Because he has a Hall of Fame running back behind the field. That's everybody's going to try to block the get into the backfield. I mean, when you have Derrick Henry in your backfield, it makes your life a lot easier.
That's true.
And not to mention, he also rushed for 900 yards, too. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, that's what he's known for. Yeah, that's what he's known for.
44 touchdowns, 4,100 yards.
Like, you better hope there's not an AFC championship game and the Ravens beat the Bills.
What was Lamar Jackson's record against the Bills in the playoffs?
What does that matter? It doesn't matter. As much as you, like, let me explain something to you, Mike. I'm not a Ravens fan. First of all, I'm a Patriots fan. But as much as you say Lamar loses to Josh Allen, they both can't get past Mahomes. So instead of you worried about Lamar Jackson, you need to start worried about 15 at Arrowhead because that's what you really.
Until you admit that Josh Allen's better, this is going to be a conversation all day and every day.
I guess we'll have it every week.
Well, I can tell you, my quarterback is a lot tier below, so you'll never have that argument with me. So I'll never interject Dak Prescott in there. But Tony Romo was as good as Josh Allen.
And just like Nas is all about stats and awards. If you want to talk about stats and awards, Josh Allen has the best stats historically in the playoffs. Historically, if you look at his stats in the playoffs, there's nobody has better stats than him.
Mike, I think this
except
is the
Super
problem.
Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Well, except Super Bowl rings, but Lamar doesn't have any either. But Nas want to talk about stats.
Neither does Josh Allen. So
you want to know what I think?
I'm saying you're the one talking about stats and 40 touchdowns, this many yards, blah, blah, blah. But dude, look at if you want to talk about playoffs, is how you get to the Super Bowl. Look,
so why haven't you? His stats are so good. His stats are so good in the playoffs. Why haven't we seen the Bills in the playoffs yet?
Because he doesn't play defense. He does not play defense. He doesn't play defense.
When you say that for Josh Allen, it's okay, but when we say it for other quarterbacks, it's an issue.
He has perfect quarterback rating in the playoffs. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
But when we say that about other quarterbacks, I'm talking about playoff. That doesn't work. That's everything goes for Josh Allen. He can't play defense. He can't he can't move the chains. He can't see if that's a first down or not. Why haven't we seen Josh Allen in Buffalo in the Super Bowl out there? This so perfect playoff football team, and his stats are just incredible, and his passer rating is this, and he no interceptions, and he beats everybody.
Do you know what a dynasty is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
We're running into a dynasty. The Chiefs are a dynasty. I mean, how many times did Peyton Manning lose to Tom Brady all those years? Correct. We're going to get it done, and we're going to get it done this year. You'll see.
You and I both know you're not.
Oh, I know.
But Nas doesn't have the energy to argue.
You and I both know, because now it's like, you and I both know you're not. Come on, Mike.
No. What was my prediction? Bills, Lions, Super Bowl, baby.
I mean, look at your background.
I wish I had another drink.
All right, let's get to our picks here. Oh, I can't wait till the playoffs, and I really hope that's it. You know what? This show might bust them two out. We can't fly yet. I might put something together and bust you guys out. Maybe I have a connection with tickets. If it's in Buffalo, Baltimore would be easier, but boy, would that be something. Or we have to watch that together.
It would be in Buffalo. It would be in Buffalo in cold weather.
Baltimore must not be cold.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. It's not going to be in Baltimore. We're definitely going to have a better record than you. We already beat you.
Oh, he is right about that. It'll be in Pittsburgh. That's where it'll be. All right,
Come on now.
let's get to our picks here. Last week, sir, 2-2 puts him at 8-4. I went 2-2, 7-5. Mike 3-1 puts him at 7-4-1. Tim 0-4, loser, puts him at 4-8. Nas 0-4, loser, puts him at 4-8. They got a lot of catching up to do. Nas won last year, but he is in the hole, down 4 games. But it's early, so we are going to start from the bottom to the top. Tim, start us off. I don't know why I went with you and Nas are at the bottom, but
that's all right. You can start with me. It's the pink shirt. All right. I got 2 over-unders. I got 2 spreads.
All right.
Game number 1, Nas. I already know you got this pick. Baltimore minus 2.5 against Kansas City. It's a get-right game for Lamar. Don't worry. He's going to put up 800 yards and 24 touchdowns and perfect passer rating, but the Ravens are definitely going to win. They're going to cover 3. And I'm taking the Vikings minus 2.5 against, as you like to say, the fraud Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're taking Carson Wentz?
Yeah, I am. Because Aaron Rodgers beat the Jets and the Patriots.
Wait,
that doesn't.
Like that.
And
the Vikings are.
And he should have lost both games. He should have lost both games.
There you go, Tim. I'm like, there you go.
He should have lost.
Well, he did.
I understand. That's fine. You know what game he's going to lose? This one. Yes, Carson Wentz, Gingers. My next, here it could go into the over-unders. I'm going to start with the over 44.5 Browns-Lions. Both teams average combined 49 points a game. Lions offense looks really, really good. They might put up 50 points by themselves. And my last pick, Jets-Dolphins. Under 45.5. Both teams average 41 points a game combined. I just don't trust the Jets offense. I don't trust the Dolphins offense. I don't trust either of them to score points. I could see a very low scoring game.
I don't trust that I'll watch more than 1 quarter of that game. All right,
You can't flex those games. There's got to be a flex option.
Not at 0-3. They want to give some people, team something to watch on a Monday night before he just has to worry about his fantasy football lineup, and that's it. Go on, Nas.
All right, so my first pick, Tim said it. I got the Ravens minus 2.5. Like you said, it's a get back game for Lamar. We know he's gonna come out, do what he does. We'll get the win. Well, they'll get the win. My second pick is give me the Packers minus 6.5, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know all week those guys in that locker room have that field goal that they lost. I know that's in the back of their minds, and I just can't get that game out from Jerry's Road in the playoffs when they went to Dallas and just beat the shit out of the Cowboys. So CeeDee Lamb's out, defense sucks. Give me Jordan Love coming off a loss, 6.5. And my last pick is the Patriots minus 5.5. Carolina.
We do 4 picks, Nas.
Oh shit! All right, so Carolina stinks. I mean, we should have beat the Steelers yesterday, but all right, whatever. And I just think we'll play pretty well. We'll win that game and cover. And my last one is.
Nah, this is gonna be really hard to get out of the fucking the basement. We're only picking 3 games, Mo.
My last one is give me the Cardinals. I don't know what it is tomorrow night.
Plus 1.5.
All right, give me that. They lost to San Fran last week.
Why are you doing this, bro? Come on now.
Nah, they lost to San Fran last week of a nail biter, so I think they'll come out and play better and win that game.
All right, well, winning percentage-wise, I am last behind Mike because I have 5 losses, so I'll go, and then Mike will go. I'm with you, Nas, on Arizona. Give me Thursday night, Arizona plus 1.5. They really are better than what they played. They just look like shit. At home, short week. I mean, I think they'll win outright. Going to London. I'm going to Pittsburgh plus 2.5. I'm going up against Tim, Carson Wentz.
You're riding the Steelers train.
I am. Hey, thanks for coming, Carson. You had a great game. Now it's back to fucking reality. Okay? And you're going to lose to Pittsburgh. It'll be 3-1, and then take off from there. That defense is going to fix itself. Also, another home dog. Something about a 1-2 home team that's dangerous, especially since they got shut out last week. Give me the Falcons at home versus the Commanders plus 2.5. I think they win this game outright. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is playing, but even if he is, I like it. But if he isn't, I can't see them replicating what they did. And once again, something about a 1-2 home dog. I normally don't. Give me my Dallas Cowboys plus 6.5.
Why?
Because everything's stacked against them. Everything is stacked against them, and they owe the Packers one, man. Like, and you have no idea. They've lost. The last time they beat them was Dak's rookie year in Lambeau, and they not only they either get blown out by the Packers or lose in heartbreaking fashion. The Dez catch, a Mason Crosby 55-yard field goal, Aaron Rodgers coming up the field in 13 seconds. I could go on forever. I just think Micah Parsons, if you're gonna beat him, it's Micah Parsons' revenge game. I don't know. I have a feeling here. I just have a feeling, and I think they could at least cover this 6.5. Maybe it gets an overtime, and then Jordan Love throws a 99-yard touchdown pass. Guess what? I still win. Right? So that's how I look at it. Mike, go.
So I'll just start off with the game you're talking about. I'm gonna hammer Packers minus 6.5. I mean, I don't know who in the locker room, the Dallas Cowboys, is like hyping up the team to like, yo, we got to beat this team. I mean, they're not even doing a thank you for Micah Parsons for being on the team. What's it called?
Tribute video?
A tribute video from, which is messed up. I mean,
he didn't win anything.
I mean, dude, it's gonna be an intense game. It's gonna be an intense game. I do think it'll be closer than people think, but I do think minus 6.5 is easy for them to cover. Bills minus 15.5 against the Saints. I mean, we just saw what happened with the Seahawks and Saints. You tell me the Bills are not better than the Seahawks? I mean, they're going to blow them out the water, and we're probably going to see Mitch Trubisky by the third quarter, honestly. End of the third quarter.
Yeah, that means they won't cover.
No, Mitch Trubisky, look, he's the number 1 overall pick. Come on. UNC alum. I don't know why nobody took this game. That's wild. I was waiting for someone to take Eagles minus 3.5. Nobody took this game. The Bucs are missing Mike Evans. They're missing 2 offensive linemen. The Eagles are healthy, and they just came off this miracle win against the Rams. Minus 3.5, I think they covered that easily. And then the fourth game, I'm kind of on the fence about. I want to take the Rams minus 3.5 against the Colts. I think they're going to be pissed about this game losing, and I think this is when the Colts start. But I also want to take the Broncos. I'm just going to go with my gut and go with the. Yeah, I think that's terrible. I got to go with the Broncos minus 7.5. What's his name? The quarterback for the Bengals is absolutely terrible.
Browning.
Jake Browning. I mean, the throws he was making, it was absolutely. It was like I was at the bar watching the game. I'm like, I kept on looking up. It's another turnover, another turnover, another turnover, and these are just horrible throws. So minus 7.5. I think Bo Nix has a really good game, and the Broncos, destroy them.
They're the leader, 8-4. Go.
All right, my first one. I'm surprised nobody took this one. Give me the Chargers minus 6 against the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Trust that one.
Trap game.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll fall to the trap then, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? Give me that Chargers. Yo, that Chargers defense is undercover nice, man. You know what I'm saying? And going against a rookie quarterback, like, I don't know. Give me the Chargers minus 6 to move to 4-0 on the year. Second one. You know what? Give me Green Bay minus 6.5. Yeah, they took a slip up against Cleveland last week, but they might have been looking ahead to the Mike Parsons game. So. Nah, give me the Packers minus 6.5.
I'm gonna gain a game on you guys. This is great.
Or fall back even further, old boy. The third one, I don't know why, but why is this team not getting no love? Give me the Colts plus 3.5 against the Rams. Yo, Danny Dimes is out there, balling out there with Jonathan Taylor. Tyler Warren is, looking like I said in the beginning. Tyler Warren, look out for Tyler Warren, bro.
Yeah, now he's gonna be good.
So
you're falling for the
the
trap.
Colts ain't getting no love. And the team, the offense is putting up points. So give me them boys. And then for old time's sake, give me over 48.5 in the Ravens-Chiefs game. The Ravens have been putting up 30 a game, but the defense has been giving up 35. So, just give me the over.
All right, those are our picks. We'll get to.
I think that game ends in a tie. By the way,
we got the fantasy sleepers here. Tim, let's go with you since you won last week.
I'll give you guys a chance. I don't even know if he's going to play because he's questionable. But give me the Giants tight end Theo Johnson, $2,900. Rookie quarterback, safety blankets the tight end. He's play. His snap share was like 89%.
Right.
Where he's on the field on offense. I'll take the tight end.
Okay, I'm not even gonna write that down. I'm confident that you will not be doing the thumbs up next week. Nas, who you got?
I got Travion Henderson, a rookie running back from the Patriots. Ramondre fumbles the ball, sit him down. Antonio Gibson fumbles the ball, sit him down. I seen on Instagram today he was getting like first team reps, so I think he could probably be pretty cheap.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I don't think he's on anybody's radar. Parker Washington on the Jaguars. Travis Hunter's getting slot time. He's not getting outside time, which is weird to draft a guy that high and not have him play the outside. Dynamic Brown got hurt. I think Parker Washington's gonna have a big game. I'm not sure what his price is, but it's definitely probably under $2.
Yeah, it's probably like $6. Sir.
Oh, and you're gonna write his down?
I was actually scribbling some names.
Now, I don't know if this is considered a sleeper pick, but Scott, I'm going to show you boys some love. Jake Ferguson, tight end, 4,300. I don't know if you want to tell us a sleeper, but he's been getting a ton of targets the last two. And if you look at the Green Bay, all three of the Green Bay's games, their opponent's leading receiver has been the tight end.
So, I wouldn't say sleeper, but for the price, I'll give it to you, I'm going to go quarterback here. 0-3 team at home. I'm going to go CJ Stroud to bounce back. At some point, give me something, buddy. Because, they were anointing you. Oh, he's better than, I'd take him over Dak.
Lamar Jackson.
Love, fucking idiots. You guys think this recency bias, stop it. It's you, Nods. It's all your young youth and your kids. I swear.
It's Ohio State, man. They don't make good quarterbacks. They make a good Ohio State quarterback.
Neither does Louisville, right, Mike?
That's a Lamar joke.
Was it Brom? They had a guy named Brom. Was that
Brian Brom, yeah.
Brian Brom.
All right, Tim, who's your thumbs up, thumbs down?
my thumbs down, I'll start with that, is this Aaron Glenn fucking dance when I don't know, he was doing some sort of bushwhack, brother bushwhacker. He was doing some shit, dancing down the sideline, and then his defense gave up goddamn 50 yards and then a field goal to lose the game. But that's just my own hatred. Don't dance when the game's not at double zeros. As my thumbs up, let's go with the Chargers as a team. Think about the division that they were in coming in. Kansas City got all the talk. Denver is going to make the next push. Raiders, okay, they're the Raiders, whatever. Keenan Allen, old man. How is he a number one? How is Cousin a number one receiver again?
I don't know. Lab McConkey's still that dude, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Stats don't lie. Fountain of youth, Keenan Allen back as a Charger. So that's my thumbs up for the week.
All right, well, that's very civil of you and kind of lame to give it to a team, but I'm with you, Tim. I don't know. I'm on you today. I've been mean to you, Tim.
That's okay. You can be mean to me. It's the pink shirt.
It is 100% the pink shirt.
It's breast cancer awareness next month. Give the guy a break.
Yeah, well, it's September, not October.
I'll wear it all next month too then.
All right, great. Mike, you got your favorite uniform of all time?
It's got to be the creamsicles of the Bucks, man. I saw those guys come out, and I was like, man, I wish I was a Bucks fan to buy one of those jerseys. I think I might just buy one just to have one. Second place, very close second place is the Sky Blue Chargers.
Yeah, those
I was thinking that the powder blues. Yeah. Those are clean.
Nas, worst uniform.
I hate those uniforms. I think they lost to the Cowboys. I think they beat this was the death catch what they wore, right? Those brown and yellow and navy blue Packer uniforms.
Oh yeah, those are awful with the circle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good one. Those are ugly. Next week I'll have random things for Tim and Sir to say. You won't know what it is.
I mention goes to those bumblebee joints from the Pittsburgh, those bumblebees.
Awful. Or the Giants Montreal Canadian ones last year. Those are awful. All right, everyone, week 4 in the books. Good luck with your picks. Bet smart or don't bet at all. I don't care.